up? I got Naskin here with me. This ain't a diss song, but yeah, you know what it is. I'm a cheesehead, y'all niggas cheese whiz. Pittsburgh Steelers, that's nothing. That Super Bowl ring, that's nothing. Pull up in your town when you
in this third preseason game. What are you looking for?
Yeah, just us going out and competing at a high level. From a defensive perspective, like we've said before, just cleaning up the tackling, finishing plays, really on both sides of the ball. And then from an offensive perspective, like to get that run game going a little bit, and then just build on our special teams performance from last week.
Nice to have Jace back out there. We saw him out there a little bit. And do you foresee him getting any time on Thursday?
Yeah, I don't see him playing in this game, but it was good to get him back out there, get him moving around a little bit.
Hey Matt, so today's a Friday, right, in your schedule? Mm-hmm. In the previous administration, there was these stay day, this soft tissue stuff. I know the coaches are gone, but the medical staff is still here. Is there going to be, do you think there's some element, knowing Flea now, and that, is there some element of that that's maybe worth keeping on Fridays, or what are you kind of thinking?
Just from my past experience, Friday's been typically our emphasis on the red zone day, so we'd like to keep it that way. We lighten the practice up, certainly, because I think you want to start to get these guys in recovery mode. So a typical Friday, we'll have about half the practice will be full speed, and then the later half of the practice will be more walk-through tempo or jog-through type tempo, just to lighten the load on the guys. But that's, it's the first time the red zone plan is going in for the game, or the complete red zone plan. So if there are any adjustments, that's why I like to do it on Friday, so you can make those necessary adjustments on Saturday and not, on the day of the game.
So what does a typical Saturday look like for you?
It's all mental. It's all mental. It's a brief walkthrough, just going through and kind of like putting the fine touches on the game plan.
Is Aaron going to play Thursday?
That is to be determined. It's just, I want to wait and see. I'm not going to say one way or the other right now. So we'll play it. That'll be a game time decision.
The other Aaron, Matt. Aaron Jones?
Oh, Aaron Jones? I anticipate him playing a series or so.
Now, what have you seen from Rashawn Gary in the last week or two? He started off pretty strong, and I know his production in the preseason games hasn't been super. What have you kind of seen from him as he's feeling his way?
Yeah, I think he's just a young player that's still trying to grasp everything we're doing. There's been a lot of really good moments, and then there's been some that he's got to learn from. And I think with any of our players, it's, can you learn from your mistakes or others' mistakes and just not repeat those? So that's kind of like what we're looking for him.
How would you assess Manny Wilkins, how he has progressed, where he is now compared to when you first brought him in?
Yeah, I think he's done a nice job. It's always hard when you have 4 quarterbacks on a roster. It's just, there's not enough reps to go around, especially year one of the system, when you're putting an emphasis on trying to get your starters as many reps as possible. It's really hard to divvy out all those reps, but when we have given him those reps, I think he's done a pretty nice job. And I thought, in the game, he's had pretty good command of the huddle. There's still room for improvement there, but overall I'm pleased with him.
Rogers was talking yesterday about the wide receivers, and he said, well, maybe the resumes aren't as extensive as some other wide receiver groups, but the competition and the depth is maybe the best he's seen. What have you seen from after Devontae on down, how the competition has been, and how challenging maybe it's going to be for you and Goody to sort that position out in the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, no, it's a blessing and a curse. We are so thankful that we have a lot of guys that we feel can play, but just like you mentioned, it makes it tough when you have to make those final decisions. But overall, I think those guys they're starting to understand their roles, and that's we're going to use all those guys that are on this roster. I mean, a lot of guys will get a lot of minutes and or a lot of plays, and I'm excited for them. I think it is still a relatively young group, but I think we have some talented players there.
I just love my team. Yeah, that's the team with them big G's on the helmet.